Everyone, it's Katherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Mix It Up Monday. This is a YouTube and social media hop, and we're using this sketch by Laura Whitaker. So I have pulled out a couple of Cocoa Vanilla Studio collections, and I'm going to follow the sketch reasonably closely. I've got the These Days collection and also the Daydream collection. In the end, I only use the Daydream collection. They do have pretty similar colors, so I thought I could combine them, but I didn't need to in the end. I have this beautiful photo of me and my family. So we went and did a photo shoot last year, late last year, in December, and it was with our two dogs. So the black dog there is Pepper, and she's getting very old. And so we wanted to take some photos. The photo shoot was mainly about her. We did take family photos, but it was mainly about her because we wanted to capture her. We're not sure how much longer she'll have with us. She's doing it pretty rough at the moment, and yeah, but she's 16. So yeah, these were just some beautiful photos captured of that. So I'm going ahead and I'm matting my photo on that blue paper. It has a sort of feather print on it, and then I'm going to matte this in the wood grain. I mean, the wood grain in these Cocoa Vanilla Studio collections are just gorgeous. So I'm using that there, and now I'm pulling out all the 12 by 12 papers, and I start thinking that I'm going to use this beautiful pink background, and it's got some lovely hearts, but then I decide it was just probably a little bit too much, so I'm going to go ahead and use a white background. But I loved this rainbow stripe, so that's going to become that element on my page, that sort of vertical element. And then I've not used this tool before. It's from Fiskars and it's to cut circles. If you have one, please give me some tips because yeah, it doesn't work so well. So at this point with it, I'm trying to work out what to do. I decide, oh, I'll just try and cut another one. And yeah, I couldn't seem to hold the paper. Maybe I need to stick the paper down first. Excuse my head getting in the way there. But yeah, then I obviously shift it as I'm going in. Maybe you're supposed to lock it somewhere. But then I decide, you know what, I'm just going to pull out one of my dies and use the dies to cut these circular elements out because I did want to put them on my page, and you could have done anything. So the intention of this whole hop is to mix it up. So whether that's mixed media, add any types of texture, there's a whole range of things that you can do to sort of mix it up. I am probably playing it reasonably safe this month, but I will try and in the future mix it up a little bit more. I do add a lot of texture to this page though, as you'll see as this sort of layout keeps going. But I do, yeah, so I've added that sort of vertical element, and there was some sort of scalloped edge on the left hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, strip of this rainbow paper and just sort of trim around it. I am leaving a slight white border. But I wanted to add that, and I thought that was a good way to add that scallop. It was, yeah, this collection's got some beautiful colors and these beautiful rainbows, so I wanted to make use of that. You will see me sort of fuss around a little bit, and I do cut out a little bit of the sticking down of things. Because it was just moving around a little bit too much. And so I sort of lay a few things out and then I go off camera to stick it all down. And then I wasn't sure about this really deep sort of blue. I wanted to use it because I'd used it to back my photo. But then the other side wasn't going to work and I didn't really want to cut more more circular elements. So I end up sort of tucking them underneath. I think on the sketch they were actually at the top, but I've sort of tucked them in underneath, and I think that really helps. You still get that circular element, but it's not so in your face with the blue. Um, so I found this acrylic piece that says family, and yeah, I like that, but it just wasn't popping quite enough. So I'm just sorting through the die cut ephemera now that I have a lot. I think I've probably got a couple of packets of the ephemera, and yeah, probably too much, but anyway, I am trying to use up all my stash this year. So let's see how I go. I've added that title, family. I thought that stood out a little bit better. I've added some floral pieces there. And then I'm going to go ahead. There was a label up in the left-hand corner of the photo. So I wanted to go ahead and add something there. Just trimming out this from that 12 by 12 paper that I cut the border sort of rainbow pieces. So I will leave while I'm doing all this. I'm laying everything out. I'm just sorting through some ephemera. I do sort of cut out in a moment, and I'll stick everything down off camera and then come back, and I'll sort of sort through the ephemera a little bit because it was getting a little messy. And then I decided I would add some more circular elements, and I had these doilies sitting on my desk, and I thought they added just some really great texture. And this is where my texture kind of starts. So I've got the texture of the doilies, I've got the texture of those fabric hearts. As you can see, I've kind of gone off camera. I've stuck most things down. Now I'm just working through to see what else I can. Yeah, I've sorted through my ephemera a little bit, and I'm seeing what else I can do. And then I'm going to change my title and make it Family Love. And I've added that banner piece that says Good Life, and I've added that label at the top. I'm just trying to work out what fabric kind of puffy heart I want to add there. There was plenty of hearts in this collection, so it was really easy to kind of embellish, um, a little bit similar to the sketch. So I just want to thank Anna for inviting me along to play along on this hop. And I will leave links in the description box below with all the people participating. There's quite a lot, so go ahead, check everyone out. I know there's some people joining in on other social media platforms, so I'll try and leave whatever links I can below. And yeah, I really enjoyed playing along. This is a little bit different to my typical kind of scrapbooking style, I guess, and I really enjoyed it. And this layout came together really lovely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing along in the coming months. So as you can see, I'm just trying to lay out a few different elements. I'm putting some florals up in that top left-hand corner. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down. I have left some of this process in, so I hope you don't mind watching. It might get a little boring, but just to give you a concept of what I'm leaving and sticking sort of flat to the page, and what I'm going ahead and popping up on some foam adhesive. So I'm popping up those sort of die cut ephemera hearts and sticking those down. And I have sort of stuck the butterflies down, but curled up their wings a little bit to give them some dimension there as well. And I'm going to pop up my title. And so putting that down, I'm using this Halma 450 glue to stick down those fabric pieces, but it wasn't really coming out. So I sort of, change focus and try and stick down this family title. And I'm just trimming down those foam squares to stick down. Now I hadn't stuck down my photo, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that label down. And then as you can see, I've got some foam at the back of the photo there, and then I've stuck down those doilies. So I'm using a mix of the ATG and some wet adhesive just to make sure that it sticks. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick those florals sort of flat. I will end up sort of, the edges sort of curl up a little bit because I've only stuck a little bit of glue in the center. I'm going to stick up that family title just so that it touches the edge of my photo there, and then stick down this love. And yeah, I've got these two sort of banner word pieces which said The Good Life and Fantabulous, and I really like the colors there. And I thought that was, yeah, that was super cute. So I wanted to add these. So this is where I bought in. I did bring in two gold hearts from the These Days collection because they were just super cute, and I wanted to add a little bit more of a pop of that gold color. And so I'm adding that Halma 450 glue to stick those fabric pieces down. I do find that it sticks that down really well. And then I've pulled out these sequins, and I'm just going to sprinkle 3 in the sort of 2 clusters in a range of colors. I think there's a gold, a green, and sort of a iridescent bluey purpley color. And I like how this is coming along. I feel like, yeah, there's a good mix. So for Mix It Up Monday, a good mix of different textures and some things that I don't use very often. So I love sequins, but I don't always put them on my page. And so, yeah, it was good to sort of use that up and use some of those. And now I'm going to come in, I think this is bright gold in the Nuvo drops. And I'm just going to add 3 little pops of gold around there. And then I'm using the Jen Hatfield gold glitter just to sprinkle around. I do come in off camera and add a gold border with just a gold sort of glitter pen. I just felt like it wasn't quite finished. Thanks, everyone. I will leave you with some close ups.